In the plant medicine world, there are currently a lot of studies and a lot of work happening also politically to make legal psilocybin, which is occurs in what we tend to call magic mushrooms. And people have been eating magic mushrooms maybe since before religion. Some people even theorize that religion comes out of psychedelic experiences that people had, including experiences on mushrooms, that people ate mushrooms and had spiritual experiences, which later were the foundation for religion, which for me is quite credible, because religion, I know, like everything, is built on people's experiences. Just what kind of experiences were they? Probably vast and varied. So what kind of experiences are people having on magic mushrooms that they would create something like religion as a possibility, or somebody would even theorize about such a thing? Well, I would say people are probably having pretty deep spiritual experiences where they're getting access to parts of themselves and parts of reality, or maybe in parts of other people's psyches that they normally don't have access to. That creates a somewhat reverential stance. Now, what's interesting about whether it's psilocybin or ayahuasca or any of these more traditional plant medicines is that the experience is organized enough that it produces some of what you see in the shamanic cultures, these rituals, these ways of being. I mean, it's held as kind of a sacred part of a tribal community. And in the example of psilocybin and psychedelics as possibly, a fundamental experience that creates religion, it means that those experiences are organized enough that they produce something like a religion. And I don't just mean like people are worshiping the mushroom. I mean that they tap into something like, the transcendent moral good. Wow. So could you imagine that you could be walking through the forest, you see this ugly, slimy, mushroom, fungus, you eat it, and suddenly you have an understanding of the moral good in a way that you didn't before. That's very weird. That's very strange. I mean, how does that occur nowadays? Well, I don't think it's uncommon that somebody might eat psilocybin mushrooms and realize that they've been a total schmuck in their relationship for a very long time. They've been a total asshole and they've been unaware of it. Well, that's very interesting. I mean, why would it be that you would eat a fungus growing out of the ground and that fungus, when you ingest it, looks at you and tells you, you've been a real asshole. And you go, you know what, you tell the truth. I hadn't really seen it that way for the last 10 years. That's kind of unbelievable. So you have these really, I think, mysterious and powerful living, plants that when you ingest them give you access to things you just don't have access to in your everyday life most of the time. I think in the future of addiction and mental health recovery, that because they give you access definitely to parts of yourself, possibly to parts of the universe that we don't know about, there's so much potential and so much power in learning how to navigate those spaces, but that it's only going to work out if we do it with proper set and setting, if we're patient about it, if we have a reverential attitude towards something that maybe is sacred.